Who do you think has the best shot not to beat Trump? Because nobody does. Who do you think it will be the nominee?
Um, from the get go, I said Kamala Harris would win. When I was discussing early on when I was trying to figure out who was going to run all the way, but now I think it might be Elizabeth Warren. I think Elizabeth Warren might actually surpass Biden, just because of how gaff prone Biden is, and he doesn't even know what day of the week it is most of the time when he's out there. And Elizabeth Warren, from what I've read, actually has people that worked on the Clinton campaign helping her campaign along. So I think with that kind of machine behind her, I think she might be able to be the front runner and eventually win the nomination, which would be
I
a gift to President Trump because he would just completely destroy her.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. She's definitely going to get the nomination. Um, I'm pretty confident of that now because of the female candidates that are left. She's the most viable. I mean, she's a phony and a fraud, and she used to be a Republican, and she shapeshifted and flip flopped, and now she's pretending to be a progressive, but she's really not. She's the most viable candidate left of females. Like Amy Klobuchar, I mean, she's uninteresting, uncharismatic. She's going to drop out soon.
Yep.
Kamala, as horrible as her prosecutorial record is, her record as a human being is even worse. And Tulsi Gabbard wiped the floor with her. She already reached her ceiling. She's going to decline. She's going to drop out. Tulsi, unfortunately, who
Yep.
really would be the strongest candidate. I think she's really the most viable candidate, but that's how the Democrats work.
Yeah, they're not
Dem-
going to let her.
yeah, they're not going to let her. But Elizabeth Warren, just on gender alone, makes her a front runner. And what I
Mm-hmm.
think we're going to see is a rematch of, status quo versus, populist. She's not really populist, but we're going to see a
No, not at
rematch
all.
of that. Only this time it's going to be Biden and Elizabeth Warren because they need, when they play that victim card, they need it to be as potent as possible. And the most potent way to do that would be Elizabeth Warren versus Biden because then she can play the gender card, right? She's going to play the
Yes.
gender card soon. Once it's her and Biden, she'll play the gender card. I think it should be Tulsi because, I mean, she's that much better and she's minority. Not my rules. Those are
Right.
Dim's rules.
Those are
But
Democrat rules.
she would be a very viable front runner. But none of
Mm-hmm.
the other guys like your Andrew Yang, your Pete Buttigieg, they can't make it. They're not going to make it. They're kind of like the odd man out. Bernie's screwed. If it
Yep.
comes down to Bernie and Warren, people are going to pick Warren because she's a woman.
Yep.
That's how it works. Them's the rules.
Those are the rules.
Yep.
And if it came between Biden or not Biden, Bernie and Elizabeth Warren anyway, she reflects many of the things that Bernie already says. So, and she, like you said, is female. So why do we need Bernie? Bye,
Yep.
Bernie.
Yeah. Yeah. Bernie's just grumpy at this point. He just wants a Bolshevik revolution. That's what Bernie's saying because I saw he was talking about it at the last debate. He's just a pull string doll. He's just saying the same things over and over, and he's just like, the only way it's gonna happen is through a revolution. He just keeps saying
Mm,
revolution, revolution, and he talking about locking people up and stuff that work for certain corporations. Like, so Bernie wants to gulag people.
that's
That
it.
Bernie is Bernie is telling us what he is, what we've known he is. Now he's just pretty much saying it. He's pretty much saying, yeah, I am a communist. I am. And that's why he vacationed over there. Who vacations in the Soviet Union?
Nobody. uh, it's funny. I would love to have just one mainstream reporter ask any of these front runners, with everything they're proposing to ban, what freedoms are you going to allow the American people to continue to keep?
I know.
What freedoms are we allowed to still have?
I know. I mean, it's like if they can't ban it, they'll tax it. So they'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, you can have this list of freedoms right here, but there will be a tax on that, an annual
You'll need a
tax
license.
increase. Right.
You'll need a license for all of them.
Right. They'll tax until it's basically no longer a freedom. Nobody will be able to afford it.
Yep.
That's the thing. That's their answer for everything. In a state like California, where they have a super majority, there should be no excuse for the problems that they have, the poverty, all of the issues that they have in California because they tax everything. Highest income tax, highest property tax, highest gas tax. Where's the money going? You shouldn't have a poor person in the entire state. There's no Republicans to blame. You should have no gun crime. California should be a utopian society based on
Absolutely.
the right people are in power. They have one of the largest economies in the world, so there's no shortage of people to tax, right? You should have everybody living in perfect harmony. So I don't
Yep.
know what the problem is with California. Why they have anybody living on the streets is besides me.
It's
But
be-
like you said earlier, when they launch a war on something, it becomes worse. War
yep.
on crime, war on drugs, war on terror, war on poverty. It only makes more of it.
Absolutely. It just continues to shift the blame to things that you can't do anything about instead of actually lying to blame where it actually belongs. And we can look back and see where a lot of these problems started. Is back in if you look back into the '70s when the family units, minority family units and just family units across the board have been fractured, and they continue to push divorce and things like that. And then you have these single parent homes, and that's where you end up with a lot of these problems that we're still battling today.